Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lady D. For this first part of my YouTube video, I am doing a voiceover because the audio was not great. So I checked it out at night just when I was editing it before I uploaded it. So it'll be out of sync for a moment while I sort of go over everything that I was talking about for the first 6 minutes. So sorry about this. It's best that I can do at this late notice at this time. So this is my video on the full moon that is happening in Capricorn on the 22nd of June at 11:07 a.m. So with this full moon that we have, it is about structure, it is about routine. I feel like it is a bit rigid as well, just with the planets the way they are and with it in Capricorn. It is about being organized. It is about also being a lot of structure in this as well. We do have some opposition, some different transits with the moon. We do have the moon in tri to Mars. It's not going to be a full moon that you're going to feel a lot of emotion with because we do have the moon in Capricorn. A lot of oppositions as well. So we do have a position opposite with Venus, also Mercury with the Sun. So that's all in Cancer. So being those planets in Cancer, the moon in Capricorn, you're not going to find it to be too emotional. But also we do have the tri with Mars, which is also emotionally getting us charged to really move forward to get what we need to get done. I feel like that it's sort of re-energized, even though it's in Mars is in Taurus, which is a sign of not being like fast-paced, as you feel like there's a slower pace to it, but it's still helping us to move forward because there is a tri here. We also have a sextile with Mercury and also with Venus to Mars while this full moon is happening. That is also giving us new prospect, new hope, feeling more confident in our communication, also helping us with relationships and a bit of finances there too. We also have a tri with Mercury and Saturn, which is helping us to sort of be more resilient, go through. That tri is still actually there while I'm doing this video, which is actually why I just thought let's just record over this. Best thing I can do. So it's about coming up with solutions, being resourceful. Also, when we get to later in the week on the 26th, we're also going to have Venus, which is also going to try the Saturn, which is also really helping us to push through any financial difficulties we're having or relationships with people coming up. It's helping us to get through those issues with others that we got on the 26th as well. We also still got the tries to Pluto with Jupiter and Uranus, and we still got a sextile with Saturn and Uranus as well. We've also got coming up with it too. I really feel like when I was getting here, it is time to put things in perspective and in order. No time to play mind games because there is an opposition here, a square with Neptune to the moon, and I feel like this is going to be about people playing mind games with you and not wanting to have those mind games happen, or you're trying to really, it's not a good time and you're really going to have to break away from people who are playing these games with you, if there are anyone around you. See things straight down the middle. Time to breathe, take a step back and get ready for the big changes. Set yourself free from limitations. Not a time for nagging. I feel like it's not a week where you're wanting to have, especially with this full moon, of nagging around you as well. Not to be neglect to do what needs to be done. Expand your knowledge, which equals power. I've also got here, take a stand. So I feel like all these things are coming up with this full moon energy. And I said in the beginning, I do feel like it's a little bit of rigidness there too, but at the same time I feel like it's giving us hope, it's giving that push, it's getting to where we need to be able to move forward where we need to go. This week ahead, like it's going to be a little up and down, but at the same time I do feel like it's a bit more pleasant than what we've had in the past weeks that's been coming up too. I also feel like that this full moon is about letting go. It's not about holding on to things, and it's more about just getting things done, being organized, but being prepared for, you know, what's coming up ahead, and really starting to sort of break free from limitations or people are putting limits on you. I do feel like it's about moving forward from that so that you can be able to move forward. It's definitely about being organized. It's definitely about sort of being prepared, and it's definitely about sort of following the rules and seeing the structures that are in place for the people that is around as well. So that's what I feel. So we'll go back to my other audio, which is better, where I'm going to start talking about the squares that are coming up this week. So we do have still a few squares there that's going to be coming up this week too. But also the 26th is actually a really positive day. We've got on the 26th is that try I was talking about before, plus there's a square which I'm going to talk about when we get back to my audio that I did with the video. So sorry about the audio, guys. For this week, we've still got the square that is happening with Venus and also Neptune. We've still got that square with Mars and Pluto. And also this week, especially in that 26th, we're going to have a square, and it's going to be with, I believe, Mercury. It's going to be on the 26th. Let me just confirm what it is, because it's with Chiron. So this is going to be bringing up some things with Chiron, brings up with deep-seated issues or wounds, things that have been on your mind. I was right. So we do have, it's going to be with Mercury. So Mercury on the 26th is also going to be squaring Chiron, and that is going to be bringing up like things that have, you know, really that you've been thinking about, that like the issues maybe you can't go over, you thought you were over bringing them up. These are like deep-seated issues or wounds with Chiron, because it is about, it's emotional pain too. It also could be coming up with emotional blackmail. It also could be coming up with that. I just got to emotional blackmail, just came into my head. But I feel like that this week, and especially when I look at that chart, the 26th, it does feel quite lighter. So I do feel like this week the energies aren't going to be as dense and as heavy as it has been when we had those squares. So it's going to keep going a bit more lighter too. So I also got for this week ahead, it's going to be like a juggling act is coming up here. People bugging you or getting on your nerves a little bit. It's going to be about not wanting to play the fool, getting things done, get yourself to a timetable, like sticking to, you know, a timetable, getting that structure in, keeping on time. It's going to be a thing this week, and not to let words or like worry you. So I feel like it's about standing in your power, not letting other people sort of put you down or worry you as well. Okay, so let's do some cards for this full moon that's coming up. Let's have a look. So let's see here. Feeling a bit under the weather today. I've got stomach issues today, but I do this video so I keep the commitments up. But I am feeling a bit not great in the stomach. Okay, let's have a look. I really feel like this full moon, this time to let go, but also time to take a stand of things that you're passionate about, things that you believe in, things that you once stood for but don't stand for now. Like, it's time to let go. Bygones be bygones a bit too. And I feel like it's not a time to hurry or to rush into things either as well. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. Okay. It could be a bit like you're bored with life, or you're bored with certain things and certain outcomes that are coming around you, and you are looking for an exciting offer, but you might not be looking or might not be ready for. But I feel like there's a sense of this girl looks very bored, but there's an offer here that's coming up. Someone's offering her something that's quite colourful, and it's like she's going to take it, but she's not really interested in it. So it's like, make sure that you're interested. If you're offered something, make sure that you're into this full-heartedly. Don't just take it because like, oh, you feel obligated to. I feel like it is about reflecting. It is about the calm. I feel like it's going to be about the calm before the storm. I feel like also it's about visiting like the past, or remembering the past, or how far that you have come with this full moon. I do feel like there's a sense of a lot of reflection, but at the same time I do feel like that there's a lot of action too. It is about setting boundaries, and it's about really enforcing your rules or your boundaries or what you want. I do feel like it's about working together as a team and getting things done, as well as leadership. It is not a time, I don't feel like it's a time to sort of sit back. It is a time to like look at like a lot of shadow work that's coming up here too. But at the same time, I feel like it's not a time where manipulation's coming in. I feel like you need to really not, if someone's trying to manipulate you and trying to blame you, it's on them, not on you. So it's about putting that, like deflecting that and putting that back onto them, but really not getting wound up in people who are trying to control you or try to control other people either. Okay, let's have a look here. And I feel like trusting your gut instinct about people too. There is a sense of like people being nagged or people bothering you with this card, but at the same time there's a celebration here. The hard work is paying off. It could be a little bit of a sleepless nights coming up to me. This is about like sleepless nights with this card. And with this one here, there has been a good positive outcome that's coming your way. And it could be a sense of like nervous, like you've got a bit of nerves, feeling overwhelmed, but it's like your turn to step up, to get things done, to really look at where the chess pieces lay in your story, and then making certain moves to create an outcome that you want. I feel like you're sort of sitting back, watching people around you, what they're doing, to then know where you're going to go to move forward this week. And also with this full moon energy that's going to come in, I feel like you need to start making the rules for yourself, because you need to really establish certain boundaries with other people, and I feel like you need to follow them. I really feel like also it's about taking the lead with some projects or things happening around you. It could be a sense that you're guided, or you've got your instinct is to leave a situation here. And I feel like if you do decide to leave, you're very much guarded, you're very much protected, and there are people that are going to help you to be able to get through that issue that you're going through at the moment. But it's also about not being scared and having that courage to also move forward as well for this week too. And I feel like it's like, just don't be nervous, just go ahead and do what you have to do. Okay, so now we will do a channel for this full moon that's happening in Capricorn. Let's have a look here. This full moon is going to be a spectacular, bright, pink-coloured moon, which you're all going to see and be memorised by the swell of it, the feeling of it, the energy that it gives out to you all. It is going to reflect what you've been going through the last month or so. It is also going to give you the knowledge, and it's going to give you the wealth that you need. You're going to be able to walk through this full moon or the other days, walk through and see reality that is around you. You're going to see people for who they are. You're not going to stand by where people are going to bully you or manipulate you or cross your boundaries. You are now going to take back what is yours. You're going to have the courage to move forward. You are not going to be scared with this energy that's coming your way. For there are angels all around you, and there are angels that walk the earth. Trust these people, and you're going to sense them around you, especially around this week ahead. Feel free, feel energized, and feel spectacular for what is coming ahead. Okay, let's just do the quick 3-card reading. Okay, I'm going to do this one here. Oh dear. Let's see. It's 3. Okay, let's have a look here. Card number 1, which is this card here. With this card, you're being very stubborn. You don't want to move forward, but you don't want to go far behind either. You want to stay as everything is, or stay as you am. I feel like that you have a sense of nobleness. You kind of want to camouflage yourself in the background, but you're standing out. I feel like though you're overlooking, so they're saying you're overlooking, you're not seeing everything, or you're overlooking something. I feel like it's a time to take a breath. There is a sense of parting ways this week for you. I think someone's either leaving, or there's a sense of parting ways this week. And I feel like you're nervous, but don't be nervous. I feel like though maybe if you're in Australia or in winter, there's a sense of coldness about this card too. Card number 2 is this card here. There could be like a sly fox around you, or someone who's very trying to cut corners or trying to trick you. I feel like though there's some positive stuff that's coming in. There's a lot of reflecting that's going on with you as well. You're ready for anything. You're ready for action. You're on your guard. You're ready for what's to come. There is an exciting energy coming around you as well. You are nervous as well with this card, but I feel like you've got to follow the rules. There's a sense of planning travel plans, or maybe you're leaving your country, but there's a sense of travel, some sort of travel plans that are going to be coming in for you for this week as well. Don't be shy. Stand up tall and go straight ahead. What I get for that card for you. Card number 3, which is this card here. It's like a mermaid card. Okay, so with this one, there's something grumpy. Someone around you this week is a bit grumpy, short-tempered. They need to sort of mind their own business. They need to walk away. There's also a sense of someone like being your shadow, being very close to you, being like they're your shadow here. There's also someone being singled out around you. So someone who's very different, or someone who for whatever reason is being singled out. I feel like that it's time for you to spread your wings and go in a different direction. You're very happy, but you're not going to be played a fool this week with this card, I feel like. So, yeah. So, okay, so in a couple of weeks' time, I will be going to Tamworth. So, we'll be in Tamworth in a couple of weeks to do a fair up there. And then after that, I am in Central Coast. So, that's all happening in July. And then I've got a fair in August, which is in Wollongong. And I will be at the Afterlife Convention in September as well. So I've got a lot of events coming up for the next couple of months, but in about 2 weeks. It's the first weekend in July, so I'll be in Tamworth. So if you're in the Tamworth area, it's on my Facebook, on my Facebook. I've on there, I've started advertising it, so you can see where it is. I've never been to Tamworth before, so I'm excited to be there for the first time. So it should be good, and it's for 2 days. It's Saturday and Sunday. And I'll be in the reading room up there. So that will be good. Okay, so thank you for your likes, your shares and your comments, and I will see you for my next video. So bye for now.